Gambling is a Greek obsession. Lotteries and sweepstakes are a multi-billion-dollar industry here, one of Europe's biggest markets. But the state monopoly that runs this bookmaker is now up for sale, at the command of Greece's creditors. The state's one-third stake in OPAP is to fetch about $300 million, a drop in the bucket of Greece's debt. Irini Koutsouverii is trying to win the money for a ticket to visit her children, forced by the crisis to work abroad. Like many Greeks, she's against the sell-off.
Greeks are clever and hard-working, and gradually we will manage to pay off our debts. And our assets can then stay in Greece. We shouldn't sell off our country, our companies and organisations.
OPAP is the tip of the iceberg. Greece's lucrative gas monopoly and oil refiner are also meant to go, and even its public power corporation. And then there's Hellenikon, Athens' former airport. 6 million square meters of prime real estate in the heart of the city, along with Olympic facilities, and Greece's biggest yachting marina, a privatization that has been snarled up for almost a decade. Hellenikon is just the biggest parcel in an embarrassment of real estate riches. The Greek state owns about 100,000 properties, which some estimates value at $400 billion, enough to wipe out the country's entire debt. This year, just 1,000 of those properties were meant to be sold, but even that process refuses to take off. Greece's creditors accuse it of a lack of political will to sell public assets. Its privatization agency has already seen 2 chairmen come and go. Stelios Stavridis is the new man in the hot seat. It's his job to bring in $3 billion this year, but he says that is the lesser of his concerns.
For me, the amount of money we will be getting from an asset initially is just a tiny fraction of the wealth that is going to be created through developing this asset, through absorbing tens of thousands of jobs, through bringing a lot of people and wealth from abroad. We Greeks, we don't have any more money. We have to go ahead very quickly.
Stavridis knows he faces a formidable headwind of bureaucracy and political opposition, perhaps the biggest challenge to keeping the program on target. Psaropoulos, Al Jazeera, Athens.